Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama
Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunda Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunda Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihare Dava Jaya Kunja Bihare Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Jaya Jaya Girivardhare. Jaya Yashodanandana Jaya Vrajanaranjana Jaya Vrajanaranjana. Yashodanandana Jaya Vrajanaranjana Jaya Vrajanaranjana. Yamuna Tiravanachare Jaya Kunja Vihare. Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihare. Radha Madhava Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada 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 Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada 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 Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Gurudev. Nitai Gora Haribo, 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 Nitai Gora Haribo. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayan Namaskritya Naruchaiva Devi Saraswati Vyasam Tatu Daya Mudiraye Nashtapayestu Abhadrestu Nitya Bhagavatam Sevaya Bhagavatam Uttamas Loke Bhakti Bhagavati Naistike Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govinda Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna. Good morning. So this morning we'll be going through the other side of the coin. The previous side was the boat get cost. So now the cause has been rectified and they are giving their obeisances to the Lord. Just like we see the farmer is struggle to plant. And at one point, they begin to reap what they have planted. So in the previous test, we see how Narada Muni gave them cause because of their improper acts. Now, the Lord has given mercy to them, glorification, obeisances will be going through. So I will take the sloka. The title of the chapter you all know, deliverance of the Yamuna Arjuna tree. So we are taking text 33, Canto 10, Chapter 10, text 33. Tasmai Tumbhyam Bhagavate Vasudevya Vidyasi Atmayuta Guni Chanai Mai Brahmine Namaha. Tasmai Tuvyam Bhagavate. Ladies, please. Translation. O Lord, whose glories are covered by your own energy, you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You are Sankasha, the origin of creation, and you are Vasudeva, the origin of the Chatuvyahu, because you are everything, and are therefore the Supreme Brahman. We simply offer our respectful obeisances unto you, Srila Prabhupada's purpose. Instead of trying to understand Krishna in detail, it is better to offer respectful obeisances unto him. For he is the origin of everything, and he is everything. Because we are covered by the material modes of nature, it is very difficult for us to understand unless he reveals himself to us. Therefore, it is better for us to acknowledge that he is everything and offer obeisances unto his lotus feet. Shilakshaya Shakshirominitan Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pistaya Bhutane Shimanti Bhakti-Vedanta Swami. So before we proceed this discussion this morning, I'd like to seek the blessings of my higher authority. Please give me your assurance that I should be able to say something so wonderful for my purification also. So in the previous text, which is text 32, we hear something from there. I will read it out. O Lord, you exist before the creation. Therefore, who, trapped by a body of material quality in this material world, can understand you? So in today's purport, Srila Prabhupada in today's purport, Srila Prabhupada give us a benediction. What is that benediction? Instead of trying to understand Krishna in details, it is better to offer our respectful obeisances unto him. So a question might arise from what we have here. Between Srila Prabhupada and Narada Muni, who is more liberal? Who is more medicine dispenser? Who is more liberal in terms of dispensing medicine? The previous text tells us that we cannot understand the Lord because we are conditioned, we are trapped in this body by three modes of nature. So today's text, like Prabhupada, because of this reason, we don't need to bother ourselves. Just dandawat. TK. So who is most liberal? Narada Muni or Srila Prabhupada? Any thought of it? Okay, you have some thoughts. Do you mind, can you please give out the microphone so that others can benefit from her contribution to the question?
Hare Krishna, thank you for the opportunity. I don't know, but I think that it's Srila Prabhupada because he is available and transparent for everybody. Everybody can understand Jagat Guru. So he makes a very simple process for everybody to follow. So I think in Narada Muni is more complex, so you know when you appear, where you know what to say.
Thank you. Narada Muni gave a course, and this course was a duration of 100 years or so. And Srila Prabhupada said, oh, no, because Krishna, to understand, is very difficult. You just have to pay obeisance. That's all. But the point is it. How often do we pay this obeisance? With what intention do we pay obeisance? Because when we pay obeisance to superiors, in either, whether we are paying obeisance to Srila Prabhupada, to the others, the personality to whom we pay the obeisance to should manifest in our heart. The picture of him should manifest in our heart. Obeisance is not simply, the normal understanding of it, a sense of, dependency on the authority. Obeisance has small values. We go into that. For us to be able to, cover today's topic, which a little complex is there in the purpose, because we say from the purport there, Srila Prabhupada said, therefore, it is better for us to acknowledge that He is everything and offer our respectful obeisances unto us, unto His lotus feet. So God is everything. Yes, that is acknowledging. God is everything. But there are some certain questions that may arise. Is it true that God is everything? Okay, take for instance, let me give a perspective on this before we move forward further. We all here, we wear chapel, right? Chapel. Slippers, whether we wear chapel in the vehicle, in the rickshaw, wherever it may be, we walk with it to the temple. As soon as we come to the temple, we pull it somewhere. God first. We put some here, some there, God first. So that chapel that we pull off here and there, is God in it? Is it God? Is it God? Because God is in everything, right? So is God in it? You get the question? You get the light? Huh? Is God in that chapel? Huh? Is God in it? So I want you to think about this initial time. It's a philosophical question. Don't think about, me. Think about the question. Is God in that chapel? Because we said, no, God first, we throw our chapel here and there. So is God in that chapel? So it's a philosophical, question, and I want you all to also think about it. It is true, God is in everything. But is God in there? Everything is in God. Is God there? Or is it different from God? Maybe most of you have not think about this before, but I leave the thought for you to think about. God is in everything was first of all raised by one Jewish philosopher, Spinoza. He said everything has God, everything is in God. And but here in our tradition, we acknowledge that God is in everything. Even materially. I said a single tree cannot make a forest. A string of the harmonium cannot make a music. You have more. This is material understanding. A single tree cannot make a story. What does it mean? God has multifarious energy. And we refer that in, ontological world as Achintya Veda Veda Tattva. When Hiranyakashipu asked Prahlad Maharaj, "Is that your Lord in the pillar?" Prahlad Maharaj said, "Yes." What happened? And he struck the pillar, and the Lord comes out. So it is true that the Lord is in everything. But we need a purified consciousness to understand that the Lord is in everything. Especially this session we are, if we don't have proper purified consciousness, it may be very difficult for us to get the impulse, or the essence of the message. For instance, in the previous verse, which we have read before, when it says that, "Oh Lord, you exist before the creation." This is 32. Therefore, who trapped by a body of material quality in this material world can understand you? We are trapped in this body. How can we understand the Lord? In this text, Vishwananta Chakravarti comments. He said, this is his commentary. He said, since you are difficult to know, since you are difficult to know, that is not his commentary. This is his commentary to this particular text 32. He said, you are not perceivable by the intelligence and the senses because they arise from the modes of nature. The Lord is not perceived by the intelligence and the senses because these all senses come out from the modes of nature. So today's text, all acharyas, they have different commentaries. Even Sanat Goswami explained the sloka in different ways. But Vishwananta Chakravarti Thakur has the intention of the sloka. And what is the intention of the sloka? Which I will read for you. Since you are difficult, this is Vishwananta Chakravarti commenting on this sloka. Says, since you are difficult to know, we simply offer our respects to you. That is the intention of this verse. Respectful obeisances. For us to be able to tackle, to pilot this topic this morning, I have coined out a topic for it. The topic I give to this class, respect, a progressive step towards holistic end. This is my topic this morning. Respect, a progressive step towards holistic end. The concept of obeisance, which the Prabhupada have requested us, we don't need to break our head. There's no need for details. We only need to offer obeisance. How often and with what consciousness do we offer obeisances? How often do we offer obeisances? With what consciousness do we offer obeisance? Respect is very important in spiritual life. In the Mahabharata, when the war was about to begin, both parties have all studied to begin the war. Yudhishthira stepped down from his chariot. All the brothers, Arjuna, all the brothers, we all terrified. What is going on? Now we are going to engage in this war. Is this person going for no violence? Is he going to resolve? Is he going for no violence? Is he going to give up the war? Yudhishthira went directly to Bhishma Dev. When he approached Bhishma Dev, as he was walking, progressively, then Arjuna asked Krishna, what is Yudhishthira about to do? Krishna said, watch. So he approached Bhishma Dev. He paid his respectful obeisances. You want to hear what he said? This is what he said. Yudhishthira said, when he pays obeisance, this is what he said. He said, grandfather, Jai Shishi Gonitai ki Jai, Krishna Balaram ji ki Jai, Elashama Sunda Lalita Vishakadev ki Jai. Yudhishthira said, grandfather, now war is certain. Being a Kshatriya, I cannot avoid it. We are in the unfortunate position. We have to fight. We have to fight you. We want your blessings to ensure victory. Bhima said, my child, victory is yours. Where there is Dhamma, there is Krishna. He is on your side. How victory can go elsewhere? My blessings are always with you. This is obeisance. When we pay obeisances with right intention, we get direction. The concept of obeisances in spiritual life is so important that Yamaraj instructs his daughters. He said, bring me 4 persons. Bring me 4 persons. This is Canto 6, Chapter 3, Text 29. Yamaraj is instructing his Yamadutas. 4 persons you should bring for me. Who are they? Those who have not chanted once the name of Krishna. Those who have not chanted once the name of Krishna. Bring those whose mind have not once remembered Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna. Bring those who have not bowed their head, who have not paid their obeisances to the Lord. Bring those who have not done any seva to Krishna. So if we are here today, we have not done any service, we might be a candidate of Yamaraj. Somebody may say, this particular text, we are for Al-Vaishnava, no Vaishnava. But we can be Vaishnava at the same time be Al-Vaishnava. If we are devotees and we are still disturbed with I am I, this is mine, that is yours. So who are we then? We are candidates of Yamaraj. The concept of obeisance is a very vital notion in spiritual life. How do we pay obeisance that will really attract the attention of the Lord? Do we pay obeisance one hand at the back, another one? Or do we pay obeisance one hand inside and one hand? No. Such obeisance may not yet good results. Such obeisance has some implication. Such obeisance has some implications. And what are the implications? The implications is that it's mentioned by Kunti Maharani. These are the reasons why the previous text said we are trapped. We are trapped not just only by the three modes of material natures, but we are trapped by four principles. We will nullify those principles for you in a short time. But before that, let us think about the word trapped. Let us think about that word trap, because we might hear it from the scriptures. We may not really think deeply in it. What does it really mean to be trapped? To be trapped is not just like somebody in a traffic jam, where you have to go a lot of perspiration. No. Understand the constant, holistically, what it means to be trapped. Chandogya Upanishad tells us, give us a perspective, a good example. It said when you catch a bird and you put a thread on the bird leg, tie the bird to something. It said for the past 10-15 minutes, the bird will do what he can to see that he wants to get loose, get free. But after some time, what happens? When he saw all the attempt, it has no value. And we have to go to one side and surrender. Another good example is the example of Chua rat, right? You know rat, right? When you have problem with rat, Chua rat, and you happen to trap it, you see the same phenomenon. For the next 10-15 minutes, the rat will struggle like hell to find a way out of the cage. But after some time, he will get exhausted, then surrender. These are deep sense of what it means to be trapped. What have trapped us? What is it that has trapped us? What is it that has trapped us? Yes, the three modes of natures are there. But Kunti Maharani says that there are four things that you all know that has trapped us. The first one here is birth. Birth. Having a good birth. Coming from aristocratic family. Those who come from such family, I have seen them in this temple. It is very difficult for them to pay obeisance. The least they can do. The second one, opulence. What was the mentality? What has caused Mani Griva and Nala Kubela taking calls from Narada Muni? Because of opulence. This is Sastra. But we have a practical example of it. I will just try to shorten that particular story in order for us to be able to see that we maintain the time. In West Africa, we have, do so many preaching. West Africa, we have Prabhuji here is from West Africa. And Giridhari Puja there is also. Giridhari Puja is like a daughter to Prabhuji. She's from West Africa. Where we have our temple, it's like aristocratic zone. So many good occupational, people, aristocratic people. We have justice of federation. We have son, senior advocate, professors, mercantile. You can name it. Different personality, they're all in that zone. That is the area we have our temple. So we are in the temple, we are in between. One side, retired magistrate. Another side, a very wealthy mercantile. Whenever there is kirtan, this mercantile will come to the gate. Boo! Boo! Several times. He have taken, the temple, he has shown the temple before the courts. But somehow, because everywhere in that area, devotees go, chant Harinam and so on and so forth, distribute books. So somehow the case was trashed out. He did several things to see that we are being kicked out. ISKCON is being kicked out from that quarter. But it never works. And in that quarter where we have our temple, we have, where you have big men, aristocratic men, you have a lot of sense gratification. And these different quarter where sense gratification goes on, the devotee goes there, do Harinam, distribute books, so on and so forth. So whenever this personality is coming from any of the gratification quarter, and maybe at the hour is coming, the devotee, they are already in Mangal Arati. He will stop with his entourage, bodyguard. The next thing is to face the gate. This is opulence. Understand that we are not against opulence. Our teaching is not against opulence. Our Acharya texts give us a principle of Yuta Vairagya. Let that opulence be used in the service of Krishna. That is where we get the right consciousness to pay obeisance. So one day, perhaps Bhakti Damodara have instructed all the devotees that no devotees should play mridanga high or play karata high. The sign will be all over the place, just to maintain peace. But every now and then this fellow will come, because opulence is like intoxication. If that opulence has no connection with Krishna, Very intoxicating. So one day, Krishna, being the master planner of all events, he so arranged that this personality, himself and his wife, were only in the house. That day was like a Sunday. We just finished the, our Sunday Love Feast program. So devotees was taking prasad. So it was going towards the night. So devotees were still trying to clean up. So the compound, because we share the same boundary between the fellows compound and ISKCON temple. So the devotee hear unusual noise in the compound. So everybody was thinking, this is not a kind of being attacked, but the noise was like different. So the devotee went to the roof and tried to peep what was going on in the fellows' compound. So they could see that the fellows' sitting room were burning. There was fire. This is Krishna's arrangement. All events, just like Nala Kuvera and Manigriva, saw all Krishna's pastime. The devotee could see the wife and the husband, they were confused whether to put the building on the head or to put different sophisticated cars, how to take them out. The wife run to this way, the husband run to this way. So somehow the devotee were able to enter the compound and extinguish the fire. After the fire was extinguished, the wife was crying. The man was also like in a very sober mood. So we are trying to pacify them with philosophy. This is nature of life. Sometimes such things does happen. So we are all neighbors. We are meant to assist. We are meant to cooperate, live together. So the following day, he brought about 3 pairs of extinguisher, a kind of appreciation. So the devotee that he met said, "No, sir, we have more than." We were even thinking to even give you some of our extinguisher. They are all up to date. So it's like we're pushing, "No, this is for you." So as the conversation we are going on, the devotee somehow take him to the golden where we have all those things. And he could see that, yes, the devotee really have those things. So somehow, he walked along with the devotee again, and they went to the temple. So his intention was, how do I appreciate what you people have done? So the devotee asked him, do you really want to appreciate? He said, yes. So as they were discussing in the temple, different persons were coming, paying obeisance, different persons, black people, Indian, like that. So the devotee tell him, just pay obeisance to Srila Prabhupada. He said, you mean I should? He said, just pay obeisance. Everything is solved. Just by paying obeisance to Srila Prabhupada, this turned his entire life. So this is the power of obeisances. For us to be able to overcome these traps that Kunti Dev has mentioned, these 4 traps: birth, opulence, education, and attractive beauty. Because when we nurture somehow these 4 things, a different mindset, will always, come up within us. Do I pay obeisance like this or pay obeisance like this? So the keynote here today, if we really want to have a feeling of what it means to pay obeisance, then we will have to reflect on Vishwananta Chakravarti's Guru Astakam. The last note, which is 8 days, he talks about 3 junctions. He said, without the medicine of the spiritual master, no one can make progress. Therefore, I should at least 3 times a day offer respectful obeisances to the spiritual master. So, if we have this understanding that 3 times a day I should offer obeisances to the spiritual master, it will be very valuable that thought will also resonate that 3 times a day we offer obeisances to Srila Prabhupada. We offer obeisances to all the deities. When this obeisance is offered with this intention, as soon as we fall down to offer obeisances, automatically, that personality to whom we offer that obeisances will manifest in our hearts. So, there is power in obeisances. And we should always think about, reflecting on that particular sloka. Yakshya prasada bhagava prasada. Yasya prasanani gidu topi. Dayastavan yasyastri sangha. Vande guru sri charanaravinda. At least 3 times a day. These should not leave our consciousness. So when we meditate on this verse all the time, we have no other shelter apart from the shelter of the spiritual master, the shelter of Srila Prabhupada. Then we are protected. Not just being protected. That enhances us to understand the personality to whom we worship. As Srila Prabhupada has said in today's purpose. He said, instead of trying to understand Krishna in details, it is better to offer respectful obeisance unto him. Just pay your obeisances with the intention that at least 3 times I should always remember my spiritual master. Because through the Guru Parampara, we can actually understand whom we worship and give the right obeisances to the Lord. Well, I won't stress this further because of time. We see the implications of obeisances. Shiva and Daksha, what was their problem? Daksha became offended because he thinks that Shiva didn't offer obeisances to him. Sakti ignited the fire within. Why? Because she noticed that the respect that was supposed to be given to her husband, Shiva was not given to her, was not given to him. There was no respect to her. So these are demerits of obeisances. So there is power, there is strength in obeisances. But we have to do it with the right consciousness, right mindset. With this, we can derive positive energy to continue our spiritual life. So in summary, and the purpose, Srila Prabhupada says as a conclusion, it is better for us to acknowledge that He is everything. Yes, God is everything. We have demonstrated that. Prahlad Maharaj demonstrated this. His father asked, and it shows, yes, he was there. So, let's learn how to offer obeisances, which is one of the aims of devotional service. Hare Krishna. Question? Thank you, sir.
So we're discussing whether Krishna is everything, is incomplete, whether He's there or not there. And we're hearing so many lectures and reading so many books and performing so many activities like obeisances and this. But it says in many places that by studying the Vedas and by performing austerities and sacrifice, you'll never understand God. So how is it, if it's just a descending process, if Krishna just, without Krishna's pure devotee's blessing, one can't make the advancement. So what's the use of doing all these studies, rituals, and philosophical contemplations?
Thank you. Prabhuji is asking this question just to strengthen me. It's not that he don't know. So because of that reason, because of all this different study, these are all detailed study, to energize us, motivate us, enthuse us, understand the different tattvas, connections of how things are related with Krishna. So these studies are nice, okay. But in a holistic sense, which Srila Prabhupada has given its purpose, all these things are details. Srila Prabhupada said in his purpose, they are all details. We just simply, it's like this purpose, like a boom, you give somebody a boom. Just like Narada Muni give Nala Kubera and Manigriva a boom in a form of a cause. So the purpose is like a boon to us, like we asked before. Narada Muni and Srila Prabhupada, who is most liberal in times of giving boon? And the lady gave a nice comment. So those things are good. But here Srila Prabhupada tells us that although they are good, but they are details, let us offer obeisance with right attitude, right consciousness. The picture to whom, the personality to whom we offer that obeisances, it will manifest in our hearts. That's a great connection. Any more questions? Yes. Hare Krishna.
Oh, you are giving example of Arati and Prabhupada. Many times Prabhupada mentioned that one is doing pujari, one is doing cleaning, all are on the same level. So how can you understand about Arati and Prabhupada?
Pardon?
How you can understand about Arati and Prabhupada?
How we can understand Narada Muni and
Prabhupada. Because Prabhupada said that the one who is doing pujari, one who is cleaning, everybody is on the same level. So can you explain something about that?
yes, everybody is on the same level. There is no higher saver, there is no lower saver. What is essential is the consciousness you put in that service. What is your intention? Is your intention to please the Lord? Is your intention to please Srila Prabhupada? This is what is essential. Not that you clean it. No, there is no small service, there is no big service. Service is service. But the underlying thing is the intention. Is it for the pleasure of the Guru? Is it for the pleasure of Srila Prabhupada? Is it for the pleasure of the deities? These are what's essential. Okay? Any questions from the ladies? We still have some time. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing with us the importance of offering obeisance. One thing is that we must offer obeisance to receive mercy from others, and the other is that we may have that desire that others may also offer obeisance to us. So, how should we overcome this attitude of receiving honor from others?
The point is that when we offer obeisances to each other, it's not that we are offering obeisances to the body. We offer obeisances to the soul. So, when we offer obeisances to the soul. Because Krishna is in everyone. It's in everyone's heart as Parahatma. So that Parahatma is what we offer obeisances. So if somehow you are very shy, somebody is offering you obeisance, you should not think that he's giving it to me. You should think about the Guru. He's offering obeisance to the Guru. Or he's offering obeisance to Srila Prabhupada through you or something.
I certainly in an instance that we've had not very talented relationship with someone, that then as a matter of offering respect, we might have to offer obeisance, and that cannot be done with the right state of consciousness.
I didn't get the point. Can you say that again?
There are instances where we may have had some bigger experience with someone, we do not like someone, but then since he's either an elderly or senior, we have to offer obeisance to him, and we may not be doing that in the right state of consciousness. So would that be considered as offering obeisance?
Yeah. This is what we said before. Like, dislike, they are all pertaining to this body. And it's part of what Kunti Dev mentioned. Dislike and Prahlad Maharaj, that section that contained, socio-political concepts in Bhagavatam. Prahlad Maharaj did not accept the teaching of Sandana-Marka. Why? Because that teaching, claim, this is my brother and this is my enemy. This is my friend, while this is my enemy. So, like and dislike is all pertaining to political view. And why do we have this concept in mind? Because we are still thinking, or we are still nurturing the body. So when we are a little bit elevated in consciousness, we come to that level that no one is my enemy, no one is my friend. We are all made to cooperate, to serve. Cooperation is what we all need. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki, Thai Go Premanande.